Hey, you guys, God just gave a word to me, and I can't say that it's going to be uh, a favorable word, but He just brought something to my spirit, and it wasn't just one word. He kept speaking, and so it's related to idolatry. And He said, "This is the reason why I try to keep you away from idolatry. I don't want you." I'm gonna kind of disconnect from the camera, y'all, because I wanna explain this encounter with the Father as best I can. I don't want to leave anything out, but He said the reason why I I want you to stay away from idolatry is because all you need is me. All you have a right to is me. So I give and I take. So when you put all of your heart into what the source gives to you, and and when I take it away, you lose your mind because you put your everything, your all into that thing. And this word is related to relationships. It's a lot of us, we don't really have that deep of a relationship with the Father, not the way that it should be or could be. Excuse me. And we give everything that we have in these relationships. We don't reserve nothing because we believe the lie that's been said for years. Commit your all to a relationship. And I know because I've done it. But my Father, He gives and He takes. So with this coming marriage that I have, in this moment of my isolation, I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't think about this marriage. I don't think about the person all the time because I can't. I don't want to lose myself in that, because if I can barely tolerate a time where God is preparing me to be with this person, and I'm just so just tied up with it mentally that I can't do nothing else. And I ain't got no joy, and I ain't got no peace, because I'm just like, when, God, when, God, when, God, when. And it's like you don't even have any self-control, because you're buried in this relationship and you don't even have it yet. You're not even walking in it yet. So when the person show up, you're going to lose your mind. You're not going to be able to function, because you're going to be in a mode where you're giving everything you have to this relationship. And why? You won't be reserving anything for yourself. And why? I don't want that type of reality, because God gives and God takes. I remember when He gave me something 2 to 4 years ago, and it was the first time I ever had it, and I took care of it. I nurtured it. I fed it. I did all these things. I wasn't in a relationship, so I said it's just me and this thing that God gave me, and that's just what it is, just me, And I started. My whole life became about that thing. All my focus became about that thing. And when God took it away from me, y'all, I was miserable. I cried for a year. I still cry sometimes. And who wants that type of reality? You got to put the Father first, because you will always have joy with the Father. You will always have peace with the Father. You will never lack anything with the Father. You will never lose the Father. The Father is always concerned with eternity. Okay? We have the Father for eternity. I can never lose the Father. I've had family members where I didn't even know what death was. And when I lost that family member, I lost my mind. And I told myself I will never feel that type of pain anymore. So wherever in my heart, in my soul, that family member was, I only reserve that place for the Father because I know I can never lose the Father. I will never be in that type of pain with the Father. Y'all see what I'm saying? See, a lot of people, even from my experience, I was in a relationship. I gave everything to that relationship. It was unfruitful, but when I was in it, I gave everything. He did nothing but be present and received while I gave everything. And when God took him, y'all, I've said this, I've told people this story. It about killed me. That emotional pain, it about killed me. People think that I can't feel, or you just ain't realized what you've lost yet. Or, they say all kind of stuff like what kind of person don't care about another person. It's not even that. It's not that I don't care about a person. It's just God gives and he takes, and I understand that. But one thing he won't take from me is himself. So I don't have to worry about that pain of loss. I appreciate people, and I know that people come and go. It's a season. Even when I get married, we are together until death parts us. He's telling us already, this ain't forever. It's till death. Whichever one of y'all go first. So why am I gonna put it in my mind to get married and hold on to this person like my life depend on it? And I'm not saying I won't appreciate and I won't love and I won't, and I won't thank the Lord for what he's done. All I'm saying is I do not idol anything but God, because I will never lose him. That pain of loss, it is extremely costly, and some people lose their life in it. Some people lose their mind in it. Emotional pain is nothing to play with. When you realize that, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll understand what I'm saying. But you gotta have, God has to be your foundation in every area of your life. I'm not perfect, but I do understand what I'm talking about. I understood it and what made me understand it was the level of pain it brought into my life. These are the people, the very things I put in front of God, the very things I idolize, the very things I put, ahead of God. It's all gone. It's all gone. I believe I made the Father jealous. I didn't give him the time that he wanted. I didn't give him the attention that he wanted. I only called him when I needed my guard dog. I only called him when I needed him to get on somebody, when I needed him to protect me from something. That was the only time I really, really got in with the Father and prayed, and when things were hard. But I don't do that no more. I don't let nobody in that sacred place. That sacred place, that's where the Father dwells. because I know I will never feel that type of loss ever again. He taught me a very valuable lesson, taking away from me the things that I love the most. I still love them, but I understand now. When God said he's a jealous God, believe it. Believe it. He ain't gonna tolerate being second to nothing. To nothing. So if you are a person and you have this problem with idolatry, I suggest you handle it quickly. You handle it. You give it to the Father. Y'all start the process and you follow his instructions. But our Father is a jealous God. He gives and he takes. Okay? It's not something that don't take it lightly, because I still feel pain, from the things that I've lost or that he's removed. I still feel the pain from those things. It still hurts. So the lesson is never forgotten, but it is understood. My Father is first. He's first. And if you have a marriage promise and you're waiting and you're preparing, all of your peace, all of your contentment, the ability to sit still in the spirit, all of that is in the Father. I believe that's the reward he gives for even trying. I want you to. He wants better of me, but he does respond to and reward and appreciate the changes I do make, the things that I can change, and the strength and the consistency it takes to make those changes effective. He rewards that. He responds to that. He understands. But we got to understand that the Lord is first. He is first in all things. In all things. I hope y'all got that. I hope y'all understood that. I hope that, I hope it wasn't too hard of a word. But listen, when God teaches me a lesson, pain comes with it. Because I don't like pain, and anything that makes me feel pain, I don't forget it. So I understand God knows how I respond to pain. So, but I pray y'all understand what I'm saying. I pray y'all get it, and I pray that y'all will take you will take inventory of your life, and whatever you idolize, whatever you give more time to than God, give it to him. And you guys talk about it, repent for it, apologize. Father, I'm sorry, help me to desire you more. Father, give me that desire that you want me to have. Help me with that. Help me with that. Every day you wake up, Father, when I wake up, the Lord is my first thought. He's my first thought. It's okay to be human with the Father. Whatever problem you have, if you have a problem with idolatry, give it to the Father. Give it to him. He knows we are focused all the time on the things that we can see. We focus mostly on the things that we can see. So handle your issues of idolatry. It'll save you a lot of heartache and pain. Okay? So I hope this word blesses y'all. I gotta go. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And until the next video, y'all be well.